Good morning, zookeepers, and welcome back to Planet Zoo. Today we're going to be making an enclosure for the Saki. Honestly, this was a really cool addition to the game, and honestly, I love how it looks. Now, recently I went to Blackpool Zoo, and I'm kind of loosely basing this enclosure off the Cotton Top Marmoset enclosure, which I really enjoyed, and they were really cute creatures. So this is slightly inspiration coming from that enclosure itself, but obviously with my own twist, because I want to make it so they can go all the way around this enclosure. So we're going to have this nice little outdoor area for them, which then leads into a small indoor house area with bedding. I was going to do climbing frames inside of the house, but we never kind of got round to that. I just sort of focused on the outside, and I kind of sort of ran out of time. It was a busy day for me, so we're probably going to come back to this enclosure and add a few more things to it before I even bother adding it to like the workshop. Honestly, I had a lot of fun making this custom fence for them, and it took a while just slowly building everything up, and I keep going back and forth to it, just adding a bit more to it throughout the time of building the enclosure, because I was really trying to like think how would I want it to look. And like I said, it's inspired by the Cotton Top Marmoset enclosure. It's not exactly like a full-on one-to-one scale of it. I just saw the way it was, and I was like, you know what, I quite like that, so I'm going to do my own version. I might rechange a few things as well, because I had a few more ideas after making this which I didn't implement, or I might make a completely new like sort of setup for it. But anyways, like I said, I enjoyed this. This was like a nice simple build. I had a little bit of spare time on hand just to like sort of like mess around with a little bit of the stuff and like sort of get back into Planet Zoo. I haven't been doing as much content as I usually had been with Planet Zoo, mainly because of how long it takes for me to like build builds. So it's like a lot easier for me in like Jurassic World Evolution 2, because it's quite easy to make a build, whereas to make a build look quite nice on here, it takes a while of going back and forth to it, adding more things to it. And I'm also building other things within Planet Zoo which I haven't shown off yet, because I'm trying to get it to look the way that I really want to do it. And like I said, these builds can take a long time. Now, Planet Zoo it can be an easy game or it could be a hard game. It really depends how much detail you want to put into builds. If you just want to place down an enclosure and then like add an animal onto it, that's easy done. Or if you want to make your custom fences with custom housing and all the rest of it, it does take a long while. I think all in all I might have spent about an hour on this build, which is usually the case in Planet Zoo. I'm trying to do a quick build as quick as I can anyways. I spend about an hour, but I could have easily spent a lot longer on here. I've had other projects where it's taken me like 9 hours, and yeah, absolute nightmare. Anyways, as you can see right now, I'm just sort of experimenting. I really want like a sign here, so I was kind of like getting a feel for it, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna custom make it. Obviously it's not going to have all the letters. I'm just going to do like the words like Saki on there, and then like add just like bars to make it look like it's rows of text that we can't read because it's too small, because I know I couldn't get a letter small enough to do like a full description board of it. But honestly, I thought this was quite effective. I thought this was kind of cool looking, and I really did enjoy making it. I put the end one there just a little bit shorter, like it's shortened down, then add a load of tropical leaves behind it, just really build it up and make it look interesting. Because if it looks interesting on the outside, you're probably going to sort of read the text that are on it. And like I said, I had fun making that. That was kind of like a cool thing, and I might start adding more of those to my projects because I really enjoyed the look of it. Let me know in the comments if you enjoyed the look of that side. But anyways, we go to a bit of a climbing frame. I try and incorporate this dead tree to be part of the climbing frame, and this is another thing where I just kept adding like little bits to it to try and make it look interesting and get the little Sakis to get up there and entertain themselves. I think for the other bit of that climbing frame, I use I think it was like a food stand. I wanted like a different wood over the logs. I don't think the zookeepers can put food on it though, with it being so high up, but hey oh, they can add food to the other enrichment and just sort of throw it on the floor for them. And then we just want to go around decorating it, doing just a few plants. I didn't want to put too many plants close to the fence because obviously the idea We don't want them climbing up and getting out of the enclosure by jumping off like foliage that's grown too tall near it. So a lot of the foliage is somewhat in the middle, and it's like low down bushes. Add a lot of dead leaves just to make it a bit more like alive, like some of the matter's fallen off the plants over the time, and just like a bit of biodiversity, as it were. And then we add like a lot of trees and stuff, just add a little bit of extra height. And I just add the green brush there where it wasn't around the plants, so then it looks like, you know, some grass has grown in there, and it looks kind of interesting. And then I was like, you know what, we need to add something to make it look believable that they can't climb out. So we add this like little shock wire all the way around, so then the monkeys don't even try to climb out, as it were. Obviously, it's not real, there's no need for this other than just a bit of decorative look and a little bit of storytelling to Enclosure. So I just went around adding all of this, and you see I'm doing right now. And yeah, that is the Enclosure. I did add the black trim to the top of it just to sort of polish it off, which I really did enjoy the look of it in the end. And I noticed as well when I was moving the two-way mirrors around, two-way windows even around, I may have forgotten to like spin them around on certain points. So yeah, that's something else I'd be sorting out, but there's a few things I probably will add to this Enclosure in the future when I have a bit more time, because that's the perfect thing. Once you finish Enclosure, it doesn't necessarily have to be finished. You can keep going back to it, add more detail, add more things that you like the look of, if you know, we'll change a few things. I don't know really what to do on the inside. I feel like there's more stuff I want to do on the inside of the outdoor area. Either that, I'm just trying to overcomplicate things, because like the cotton top marmoset Enclosure at Blackpool Zoo didn't have all that much in the middle, other than it was basically a really nice climbing frame for them. And but yeah, anyways, I hope you've enjoyed this and it's given you some inspiration, and as always, thank you for watching. Until next time, I'll see you later.
What's your story?